Filed away, the disappearance at Suite 14. Unsolved mystery, missing persons, nail tech life, financial suspense. Hey babes! Welcome back to another day in my life as a nail tech. But trust me, this story is not what you think. It starts like any ordinary Tuesday in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. June 11th, 2024. The sun was out, temps pushing 86 and my little corner suite in the LaSalle Beauty Collective was booked solid. I had my usual iced matcha from Pour Decision Cafe, nails freshly buffed, playlist bumpin'. Everything was vibin', or so I thought. So it's 9:12 a.m. and my first client of the day walks in, Janelle Brooks. Mid-30s, always early, always in designer workout gear, and always paying in crisp hundreds. She was one of those clients who never really talked much, but today, she was different. She sat down, looked around real cautious-like, and whispered, "Kiana, can I ask you something weird?" Of course, I'm like, "Girl, I sculpt stilettos on the daily. Hit me." She leans in and says, "Do you believe people can just disappear without a trace?" I paused mid-prep and said, "In this economy, people disappear over overdraft fees alone." We laughed, but she didn't. She showed me a photo, an older man with salt and pepper hair in a navy suit, standing in front of what looked like a bank. "This is Marcus," she said. "My fiancé. He's been missing since Friday. No calls, no texts, nothing. And the weirdest part? His entire portfolio gone. Over $2.8 million poof." I asked if she called the police. She said, "Yeah, they think he ran. But I know him. He wouldn't leave me. And he wouldn't leave that much money behind unless something bad happened." Y'all, the goosebumps I got under that ring light were not from the AC. After her appointment, Janelle left in a rush, but not before she accidentally left behind a USB drive. Now, I know don't plug in mystery USBs, but curiosity was louder than caution. I opened it on my old laptop in the break room. Inside, a single video file. Security footage from Union North Bank on South Tryon Street. Timestamp, June 7th, 5:42 p.m. Marcus was there. He entered the building, spoke to a teller, then followed a man in a gray hoodie into the executive suite hallway. 32 minutes passed. The camera never showed him leave. He was never seen again. That Friday, something even weirder happened. A new client booked online, no socials, no contact number, just a name. Alexis P. She requested a quiet 7:30 p.m. appointment for a basic manicure. Cash only. When she showed up, I instantly clocked the designer trench, oversized sunglasses, and a faint scar under her left jaw. She said almost nothing the entire time, but I noticed her glancing at my purse, where I'd placed that USB. Before leaving, she looked me dead in the eye and said, "You didn't see anything? Got it?" Then she dropped a $500 tip and vanished into a black Audi with no plates. Here's where it gets crazy. That following Monday, I walked into the salon and found a vanilla envelope slipped under my suite door. Inside were two things: a cashier's check made out to me for $2,800 and a sticky note that simply read, "Thank you for your silence. Keep polishing." But y'all, that's not the worst part. Later that week, I saw breaking news. Headline, "Unidentified body found in Catawba River. Police seek woman in gray hoodie, seen leaving scene." They showed a grainy still from a traffic cam. It wasn't Marcus. It wasn't Alexis. It was Janelle, wearing the same hoodie from the bank footage. I tried to report it, but the police said they had no record of Janelle Brooks. No missing person report, no fiancé, no $2.8 million, nothing. It's like she never existed. Now every time I file a client's nails, I wonder, who are they really? What secrets are hiding behind gel polish and tip requests? And most importantly, should I have just minded my business? A week later, I couldn't let it go. I took a long lunch and headed to Union North Bank, same branch from the footage. I told them I was looking to open a business account, hoping to charm the front desk into conversation. The woman behind the glass was polite, but when I mentioned the name Marcus, her whole vibe changed. She froze mid-keystroke and said, "I'm sorry, we don't have a client by that name." I hadn't even given a last name. That night, while scrolling Reddit, like I always do when I can't sleep, I found a thread in a finance mystery forum titled "The Disappearing Broker." The story? Almost identical to Marcus, but the comments were what chilled me. This is the fourth one this year, all tied to private wealth firms that front dirty money. Don't investigate, they watch nail salons, easiest way to track women who talk too much. Fast forward to July 2nd, a new appointment appears in my scheduler. Same initials, AP, but this time the note said French tips, no USB talk. I almost canceled, but curiosity overruled fear again. She walked in. Different wig, same scar, same calm, haunting smile. She sat down like nothing had happened and asked, "Still doing business, Kiana?" I nodded slowly. My hands didn't shake, but they wanted to. She leaned in and whispered, "Good. It means they trust you now. Keep your head down and stay booked. That's your protection." She left another tip. This time, a $1,000 bill and a gold cufflink engraved with the initials MB Marcus Brooks. The next morning, I got a text from a block number. No name, no profile pic, just a photo of me walking to my car with the caption, "Nice color on your nails. Red suits you." I haven't spoken of this story until now, but I still don't know who's watching or why a nail tech like me got pulled into some high-stakes financial ghost story. All I know is this: some people don't vanish. They're erased. And others, they live in plain sight, pretending to be just another client in your chair, until you file too far and hit something they didn't mean for you to see. On July 8th, a new walk-in named Ms. Delaney sat in my chair. She was older, early 60s, with a sharp bob and a Dior scarf tied like she stepped out of a spy movie. She requested an ombre acrylic set, nude to blood red. While I worked, she tapped her nails nervously on the armrest and casually asked, "Have you heard of the Ledger Circle?" I shrugged, pretending not to. She leaned in. "It's not just a finance firm, it's a laundering pipeline for international elites. And Marcus Brooks was trying to burn it all down." I froze mid-file. She smiled slightly. "They use beauty salons as info drops. Quiet, chatty, low suspicion. You're in deeper than you think, sweetheart." Later that week, I started noticing the same matte black SUV parked outside the LaSalle Collective. Engine running, windows tinted. At first, I thought it was a client's ride, but every day, same time, same spot. Never moved until I closed. One evening, after locking up, I turned onto East Boulevard and realized it was following me. I took 3 random turns and pulled into a Food Lion parking lot. The SUV slowed, then kept going. No plates, no headlights, just silence. I didn't tell anyone, not even my cousin Shay, who lives 2 floors above me. I didn't want her involved. But that night, I slid a mini nail file under my pillow, just in case. On July 17th, my 2 p.m. client was a no-show, but someone left $200 in my tip jar. No name, no card, just a folded sticky note that read, "Room 1406. Don't bring your phone. They'll block the elevators after 9. Y'all, I stared at that note for a full 10 minutes. My suite doesn't even have a 14th floor. That number didn't make sense until I remembered. The LaSalle building used to be a hotel before it was converted into retail units. The old elevator panel in the freight hallway still had floors above 12. That night, against all better judgment, I snuck into the back hallway, past the mop buckets and janitor carts. I used the freight elevator, and sure enough, when I held the close and 1 button together, a hidden option appeared, 14. My heart was thumping louder than my footsteps. When the doors opened, I was met with a long hallway lined in burgundy carpet. No windows, just silence and a faint smell of perfume and toner. I crept down the hall until I saw it. Room 1406. The door was slightly ajar. Inside, a single nail station and a wall of photos. Photos of clients, me, my license, my apartment building. In the center of it all, a photo of Janelle, crossed out in red ink. I didn't go inside. I backed out slowly, pressed the elevator button over and over like my life depended on it. The next day, Suite 14 was sealed off. No elevator access, no evidence the hallway ever existed. And the USB, gone from my break room drawer. But now I know this isn't just about Marcus, or Janelle, or the missing millions. It's about surveillance, leverage, secrets. They're building something. And for some reason, they want me close. So now, I keep smiling, filing, and booking. Because in a world where unsolved mysteries are real and missing people don't stay missing, the safest place to hide might just be in plain sight. 2 nights later, Shay knocked on my door with a worried look and a half-eaten pint of ice cream. "You've been off," she said, sliding her phone across the counter. "Tell me why your nail suite came up in this Reddit thread?" I looked at the screen, and there it was. A blurry screenshot of me doing a client's nails taken through the salon window. Captioned, "Charlotte Tech suspected in missing financier ring." I snatched the phone, heart racing. Who posted this? But the account had already been deleted. Shay tried to laugh it off, saying someone was trolling, but I saw it in her eyes. She knew this was bigger than nails and gel polish. The next morning I had a new client, booked as Rita V. She was flawless. Pale skin, platinum hair slicked back, not a wrinkle on her. But when I offered her the usual complimentary mirror to check her set, she didn't react. She didn't even look. I caught a chill when I realized there was no reflection of her in the mirror. Like, nothing. She smiled at me and said, "You're in the system now. You've seen what most aren't supposed to. Keep those hands busy. Keep your mouth quiet." Then she reached into her purse, dropped a black business card with silver lettering, and whispered, "The ledger is always watching." That night, I searched the ledger circle on an encrypted browser. Just once. My Wi-Fi cut out instantly. My screen glitched. When it came back, all my browser tabs were replaced with a single message in white text on a black background. Curiosity costs more than silence. Now, every so often, I see one of my old clients' photos online, on missing persons boards, in deep web discussions, even embedded in random beauty blog ads. But the police still don't believe me. They say my name's not tied to any case, and that Janelle Brooks never existed. Last night, just before midnight, I heard a soft knock at my apartment door. No footsteps, no voices. I peeked through the peephole. Nothing. But on the floor was a small black box wrapped in matte ribbon. Inside, a USB, a single red press-on nail identical to the set I did for Janelle, and a keycard with a tiny inscription, 1406. No return address, no fingerprints. I haven't plugged in the USB. Not yet. My hands trembled as I placed it in the back of my nail drawer under old decals and expired polish bottles. But I know, when I open it, whatever's on that drive could change everything. This morning, a sticky note was taped to my suite mirror, right above my license. In the same neat handwriting I've seen before, it read, "You've been chosen, finish the set." I don't know what that means exactly, but every client I've had since then, all asking for red, blood red. Almost like they already know. To the channel where mystery meets nail obsession. I break down chilling cases, shocking twists, and unsolved stories you won't stop thinking about. Unsolved mysteries. Missing. Disclaimer: the crime stories shared on this channel are fictional and created purely for entertainment purposes. Viewer discretion is advised, as the themes may still include sensitive or suspenseful content. Watch as I bring you thrilling tales well. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss an upload.